When you look around the world and you see what's going on, the need for clean, stable sources of energy, you appreciate more than ever when you have it in your own country. Because we're able to produce natural gas, we see on the horizon a real return economically, and I think we're just getting started. We could actually be one of the most stable producers of clean energy for the world. Energy has been a huge part of our past and continues to be a huge part of our future. My name is Kelly Brough. I'm President and CEO of the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce. Our primary focus is putting Coloradans to work. About 110,000 Coloradans are employed in the energy industry right now, and it's about $15.5 billion in economic activity every single year. What companies look for when they're deciding where to locate and where they're going to grow jobs or grow their company is stability, reliability. Energy is a key part of that. Air quality in Colorado matters a great deal to us. And there's probably no single action we could take that has a greater impact than transitioning to LNG. We're all very familiar with natural gas. We've been using it for decades. It's clean, it's abundant, it's accessible. LNG is simply a liquefied form of it that allows for easier transportation. Producing natural gas will deliver more than 1 million manufacturing jobs by 2025. It's critical that we ensure that we continue to produce clean natural gas for those companies and for every worker in the United States to have those opportunities.
For years, my customer base has been primarily from the LNG import business in North America. Now that's starting to change. I'm getting more and more requests for training from industry involved in LNG as a fuel across a wide base, maritime, railroads, and vehicles. I have 28 years experience working with LNG and LNG emergency response techniques. My name is Kirk Richardson. I work for the Texas A&M Engineering Extension Service here in College Station, Texas. Our primary focus is the training of 80,000 first responders a year.
Yeah.
Kind of spread out where you can see all 3 pans on the table. These are just the roasting pans straight from the grocery store. We're going to demonstrate a variety of vaporization rates. Over here I've got a pan full of water. Most first responders who witness LNG being poured on the ground are usually surprised by the speed at which it vaporizes. Nice thing about it, the LNG will boil away completely, will vaporize, and it's just about gone. You can see the ice formation. I'm dropping the temperature of the water. The LNG's gone, nothing left but the ice. The water is as clean as it was before I poured the LNG on it. If you spill LNG on the ground, all of it's going to vaporize. There'll be no traces of LNG left at the end of the day. There'll be no environmental cleanup. There'll be no residual material. LNG is just natural gas cooled down to its liquid state. Handled properly, it's just like any other normal hydrocarbon, transported or stored in heavily insulated tanks that are designed to contain a cryogenic material.
The employees that work at this LNG plant will live in the community. They send their kids to school here, they attend church in this area. We like for our employees to be well educated, technical, safety conscious, and dedicated to their job. My name is Richard Rogers. I'm the Director of Peaking Operations for AGL Resources. I've been working in the LNG industry for 30 years. The main purpose of this plant is to take vapor natural gas and turn it into liquid natural gas. If we were not able to liquefy the gas, it would take 600 tanks the size of this one in order to store the natural gas, and it would have to be done at a high pressure. We're storing that amount in one tank at a very low pressure. The facility is an average peak shaving plant. There's probably 60 to 70 of these type of plants in the United States. The gas that comes into the LNG plant here is the same gas that you would get at your home for fuel. We bring that gas in, we meter it first. At that point, we're removing components of the natural gas like moisture, CO2, and heavy hydrocarbons. After the gas has been purified, then it travels to our liquefaction area. Basically, it's a big refrigeration process. Through a series of heat exchangers, the gas is converted from a vapor to a liquid. That liquid is at minus 260 degrees Fahrenheit. Then the gas travels to the storage tank, right around 1 pound pressure, and it's stored in that tank until the demand requires us to regasify it, put it back in the distribution system. A typical LNG tank is a double-walled tank. The inner tank holds the LNG. The outer tank is the pressure vessel. There's insulation between the two. Basically, it's a big thermos. This LNG plant benefits all system customers as well. We truck LNG by loading 10,000-gallon tankers and then deliver it to their fuel tank on site. It could be the marine industry, could be the railroad industry, could be industrial customers, could be over-the-road transportation.
I'm a third-generation truck driver. I've been hauling liquid natural gas for the last 10 years, pretty much all over the country. My name is Chris Thomason. I drive a tractor and trailer for a living. When I pull up on the scale, I exit the vehicle and meet the operator, and they weigh the truck. We'll hook the hoses up and we'll begin the loading process. You'll see some ice forming on the hoses and the connections, but that's basically the moisture in the atmosphere. In order to haul liquid natural gas, you have to have a commercial driver's license, Class A. You have to have a hazmat certificate. You have to have a tanker endorsement.
At that point, they safely disconnect the hoses and the tanker's ready to hit the road.
The single largest component that we have to deal with from a cost perspective when you're running a carrier service is the cost of fuel. And when you are applying the international trades and running ships, you can imagine how many tons of fuel you burn. So I think all the carriers over the years have been trying to find ways to make their vessels and their fuel consumption more efficient and environmentally friendly. I am Brian Taylor. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Port of Jacksonville. Jacksonville today is the 14th largest port in the United States, a tremendous driver of economic activity, logistics, and transportation. A couple of companies that have really stepped up and made an investment in new ships to be fueled by liquefied natural gas. These companies are true pioneers in the implementation of something that has not yet been used in the container business anywhere in the world, and there will be other companies likely to follow their lead. We have 3 major railroads that actually all converge here in Jacksonville. We have hundreds of trucks that come in and out of our port facilities on a daily basis. The opportunity for those vehicles, trains, new ships to be fueled with natural gas can have a tremendous impact. LNG gives us an opportunity to put Jacksonville on the map in the energy sector, to be a leader in the implementation of something that's very important, not just to this city, but to the state, to the nation, and around the world.